How much are you spending in marketing per month?
4 to 9 million.
It's fine.
You scale as hard as possible, as quickly as possible. Klar really helped us scale profitably. Jonas, e-com director at Loop. Basically overseeing the e-com team, which is like performance marketing, marketplaces, Shopify, analytics and data, and a couple other ones.
Can you tell a little bit about like the history of the company, where it comes from, how it evolved, and where it's now?
Initially, the main focus of the founders was actually only purely on nightlife. However, due to COVID, nightlife kind of disappeared for a while. So the company had to pivot to something else. That is when they really started focusing on different use cases. Parenting as a use case, sleeping, motorcycling, and so on and so on.
What were the challenges with reporting and attribution like before we started working together?
The biggest problem we faced, which is also why we started working with Klar, was just cross-channel attribution, basically. You guys understand what the tool actually is, and a lot of the companies you work with out there, the people you're in contact with, they don't really understand what the tool actually does or what is important from an attribution perspective. Attribution is kind of a game. You never really know what is true, what is not true. So you can only assume that the thoughts that you have or the philosophy that's kind of solid. Once we started working with Klar, we just got way more signals if something was actually working or if it was not working. Just the fact that it's out of the box, it kind of works pretty well. You just connect traffic sources, you connect Shopify, and then you can start working from there. I think that's really nice.
Can you share some measurable outcomes or improvements that you've had from using the product?
It made it way easier for us to actually scale into traffic sources. We were kind of plateauing where we were trying to figure out where do we invest in, where don't we invest in, especially because Meta can only bring you so far, and we struggled with implementing other traffic sources profitably at the same time. The signs that was super clear for us was in the summer of 2024 when we really onboarded Klar, everybody was working with it. It allowed us to scale and to implement a lot of other traffic sources next to Meta, because before that we were mainly running Meta. And we were never really able to profitably add new traffic sources to it, to aggressively scale up without decreasing contribution margin.
Why did you end up deciding working with Klar, and what stood out for you?
Klar really helped us scale profitably across both new advertising channels, but also geographically. So it really helped Loop as a company to see what is working, what is not working, and to grow profitably from there.